Hello, hello, hello. How are we all? I'm super nervous this evening, not just because it's the start of Gothtober and obviously really excited for that, but because I haven't done a live stream by myself since last year's Gothtober. I usually have someone that I can bounce off of, that I can wind up, what have you. This time, it's just me. It's just me. So obviously that does make me a little bit more nervous, but I've even tidied. I've tidied my office. I've organised my bookshelf. You can't even see it, but I've organised my bookshelf so that it looks all nice. The cat is asleep right here, which is really helpful. So yes, the chaos continues. But I'm really, really pleased to see so many of you here. Because last year when I did this, there were 4 of you. So it's already an improvement, and it's only just started. I don't know who's driving a motorbike at midnight. Clearly someone with too much time on their hands. But I have left the window open, 1, because it's really warm in here, and 2, because it's really windy outside, and it just has like spooky vibes because there's like loads of trees and stuff that's making lots of noise. If that is a lot, let me know and I will shut the window. But if not, fine. So I'm just going to say hi. We've got Nico. Hello. Hi Nico. Welcome. Obviously, I mean, Ali, you're more than welcome to jump on. If you want me to send you the link, just let me know. We've got loads of hellhounds joining us. We love to see it. Yeah, lots of energy there. Yeah. For anyone who's wondering, earlier on, Ali said that even if she were giving birth, she would rock up to Gothtober, and that is why she's one of my besties. We love it. We love the commitment. Hello. Let me know what team you're in. Don't forget to put in the chat whether you are a Heavenly Halo or a Hellhound. Just a quick FYI, in the thread, I misspelt Hellhound. There's meant to be 2 L's in Hellhound, and guess what I did? I only put the 1. So if you put 1 L in Hellhound, what that tells me is you read the thread, and I appreciate you. If you spell with 2 L's, you're better than I am. Just so you know, that's something that might mean something to you, that you're better than me, because you definitely are. If you can spell correctly, you're definitely better than me. I've got Heavenly Halo. I mean, Lizzie, you've literally got the link because you are in Team Angel. So if you want to rock up, I know you have work in the morning, so I do appreciate that some of us self-employed peeps don't have to worry about an early morning, but you do. So that's, if you want to jump on, I'd love that. Ali, after you finish your soup, right? In which case, whilst you do that, I am going to send you the link. So that you can jump on, because otherwise this could be really awkward when you're like, oh, Hannah, I don't actually have the link. And I'll be like, I do feel better now that it's started. Now that I've got and we're not going to call this a rhythm. It's not a rhythm, but now that I've started making noises, the noises I'm sure will continue. Whether they're coherent remains to be seen. But anyway, Ali, you now have the link, so we love that. A Heavenly Hellhound. I love that. Lizzie's here. Yay!
Hello. I'm only going to be on for a bit, but I was like, I can't miss this. And I wasn't going to jump on. And then you said, oh, I normally have someone to bounce off. And I was like, okay, I'm awake.
Yeah. No, I love that. No, because thing is, okay, so for the audience, Lizzie already knows this because Lizzie was in the group chat. I have created 2 group chats, one for Team Angel and one for Team Demon. And I am in both of them. And I thought I'm not going to invite people really early on to this live stream, because the moment everyone on Twitter asked for a midnight live stream, I was like, it's either a whole bunch of Americans who are still awake because it's mid-afternoon for them, or people that just want to see me suffer day after, because I am not a morning person and I do need my 9 hours. So I was like, it's going to be a mixture of the 2. And then no one's going to turn up and it's going to be a massive ha-ha at Hannah's expense, is what I assumed would happen. So I only dropped a message into the group chats today saying, if you want to jump on, you've got the link, no worries if you can't. And then, people have lives and jobs and reasons, which are completely valid. So yes,
Yes.
Okay, evening, my mistake. But for some people, it is afternoon. I know it's afternoon somewhere because someone said they were still at work because it was only mid-afternoon. I love that when someone on Twitter says something like you'll put a thing out and they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't make it. I'm still at work. And it's just like, I love that you checked in. I didn't need to know that, but I love that you checked in.
Well, I'm working from home tomorrow, so I can literally just roll out of bed and like go to my desk, which is right there. And I'd like to say my demon and angel candle arrived today, and I had the angel candle on this afternoon while I was at work, and the demon candle is now lit, and they both smell amazing.
Right, they smell sick. And you know what, like, so we gave Becca like a list of smells that were like our favorite smells, and then she was like, do you want like very specific things? And I then said no. I was like, you do this for a living, I will want absolutely like completely trust you. That was meant to be 100%, and then absolutely. Speak of the devil, and she shall appear. I'm just saying how amazing your candles smell and how I absolutely trusted you. But what I wanted to say absolutely and 100%, and what came out was her. But absolutely in love with those candles. And I had so I've got 12 of them downstairs, and I bought them so that me, Olivia, and Tish could have a set, considering we sent like the scent prompts. I might just keep them all for myself.
They do smell incredible.
Yeah, we're talking about how amazing you are. Amazing. So yes. Which do you prefer, angel or demon?
Me personally, I prefer the angel scent because I prefer like a sweeter scent. But I think the vibe of the demon like candle is so like autumnal and like just like a deep like woody kind of. I don't know how to explain it, but it gives off like an autumnal vibe, and I'm really liking it. Relaxing as heck. So I would say normally the angel candle, but the demon candle maybe just edging above.
Edging it. I think that's the thing, is like all of them are really autumnal smells. Like they're not necessarily like spooky smells, but they're definitely autumnal, which is, I love that, because like I have, okay, so this is the second True Dark that I've burnt through. And that one is floral, citrus, and orange. And I only burn it for like an hour at a time because I don't want it to ever end. And I just know that I will still be burning those candles come April when everyone's like, oh, it's Easter. And I'll be like, it's Gothtober soon. So that's not even a joke. Genuinely, we came up with the prompts for this Gothtober back in April. So
I think I'll be switching them out day by day, which candle I use, to be honest.
Yeah. Don't forget as well to use your hashtag so I know who's here. I am keeping track, and we already have a leader on the scoreboard from people who posted their TBRs and put their hashtags. There are a lot of hellhounds who have put their TBRs out already, but I know a lot of people on the Angel team who haven't put their TBR out yet. So that will change. Ali is not functional, has arrived. Welcome, Ali. How are you?
I am alive.
We love to see it.
It's a good state of being, you know, all things considered.
So Ali is in the process of you've got like a week.
Mm-hmm.
Dare I even ask how packing's going?
There's like some boxes have some stuff in them.
Good. Some boxes. Are those the ones that I sent you? Do they still have stuff in them? Is it those boxes?
No, I actually have packed some stuff. I've packed 2 boxes of books, and then I looked at my shelves and went, oh, I need more boxes. Yeah,
good. You look so unimpressed. You're just like, don't want to talk about it.
It's my husband is in the garage right now attempting to deal with that. So
good. Okay. Well, are you guys both sticking around for reading sprints, or are you disappearing? You are. What are you going to read? Mexican Gothic. Love it. Maleficent 7. Love it. Yes. Okay.
I still haven't finished it.
Well, I'm really annoyed because Kieran is starting the next one in the Skullduggery series like ahead of me because he finished it like today and was like, oh yeah, I'm just going to start the next one. I was like, you're not allowed. Not until he's like, I'm not in your read along, and I was like, you are.
Well, I was supposed to have finished this before now. I just haven't. So hopefully I'll finish it soon.
Oh, look at him in the comments. So rude. So rude. Jamie, let me know what you think of the Maidens. I'm intrigued for what you think. Because Jamie and I have very similar taste. And I've unhauled mine without reading it. So
yeah, that was a good choice. You would hate it. You would hate it so much.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure I would.
The whole time I was reading it, I was thinking that you would hate it.
Do you know what's really funny? Kelly said the same. Kelly from Velvet Library, she messaged me at the end of like every chapter being like, hate this. And I was like, good. I'm glad that I pre-ordered this book. That makes me feel great. And by the time she got to the end, she was like, don't do it. And I was like, all right, it's gone.
You know something really funny is but when it came out, everyone was saying great things about it. And the longer it's been out, I've heard nothing but bad things about it.
Yeah.
So it's really put me off from ever picking it up.
It does make me wonder if they had like a really nice arc that went out that all the reviewers were like, oh, well, I need to be nice about it because it's an arc or it's from a publisher that I really like. So I'm going to like it anyway. Because this is the thing, right? So like I get a lot of e-arcs from one publisher in particular, and I'm just waiting for them to send me something tangible because I love it. Every time they confirm that I can read something in advance, I get so excited. So I can understand if you're like, okay, I trust this or like this publisher and like, okay, I'm just gonna say goodnight to people. Good night. I mean, Becca's literally just hosted an entire readathon, and like I think today or yesterday was like a full 24-hour sprints. So I'm surprised Becca's still awake, but proud as well. But yeah, so I can't remember what train of thought I was going through. But yeah, the idea that you're getting like books from a certain publisher over and over again, you're probably going to enjoy it more. So I'm thinking it's more like that if you trust the publisher and you like that style of writing, you will enjoy it. I read The Silent Patient, and that was interesting, but not in a good way. So I feel like The Maidens is probably just not going to be the one for me, you know? So we've got, I'm just going to scroll back up. I've heard really, really good things about this. I'm really excited to read this as well. I should have put this on my
That one is really good.
Yeah, I've heard really good things. This one, don't ask me my opinion. Just don't ask me my opinion because I don't want to ruin it for you. I'm going to start with a book that doesn't fit any demon prompt as far as I know, but hear me out. It's called Angel's Game, and the main character is a Gothic fiction author. I mean, it's perfectly on theme, and I've got absolutely no problem with that. Like, if people just fully abandon their TBRs halfway through Gothtober, or just made a TBR to get the points, and then they're going to read something else, fine. I've done it. My Bookopoly TBR last month, I read one book, and then I read a whole bunch of books that I know Becca has enjoyed because they were on my TBR, and like I've seen the reading vlogs where Becca has read them and enjoyed them, and I was like, I feel like Becca will be all right with it. Not that I can ask because Becca's left now, but I feel like Becca will be all right with it. But I put it on Twitter because I was kitty. So I'm going to be reading Ace of Spades. I knew you'd be happy. To be fair, technically I have read the first 3 chapters, but it was like 4 months ago, so I don't remember what happened.
It's so good.
But I've also got super gothic bookmark. Spooky bookmark.
I still have no bookmarks. I still haven't acquired any.
Is Percy just making your life really interesting there, Lizzie?
Yeah, she's sitting on my pillow behind me.
Aww, cute.
I can't deal with cats anymore. I just look at them and I'm just like, need grabby hands.
Grabby hands.
That probably wasn't moving on.
Yeah, swiftly. Do you know what's really bad? I did it too, because you did it, and then I went, yes, that's emotion I want to pull out on the internet. I want to put it down to me being sleepy, but I've been listening to my workout playlist for the last 3 hours. So I'm actually kind of wired, and I've made a pot of tea, which I'm hoping Kieran will bring me a cup at some point. But he actually has to get up for uni in the morning. So at some point I will have to lower the volume. And I don't know if I can, but I will try. So yeah, we'll start sprinting at some point. I have set up separate screen with a little timer on it. And I made sure that the Hellhounds and Heavenly Halos fit underneath it. Look at the effort I put in.
Yes. I'm sad there's no Mozart eye though to like scare us all to read.
I know. I mean, to be fair, it was quite fun. I mean, he's like here as well. And earlier, I mean, you saw the thing on Twitter. He just decided he was just going to lie across here. As if like, it's bedtime. I'm like, for you, maybe. I still have shit to do. I made a non-family friendly. Oh, I love that. Yeah. So for anyone who doesn't know, there is an Instagram challenge where we've set 31 prompts to take you throughout the entire of October. And again, it's just an opportunity for you to get some points for your team. If you post every day, then you get bonus points at the end of the month. But if you only post like 4 times, but you still use your hashtag, you still get points. If I have one thing from this readathon, it's that I have tried to make it as suitable for lazy people as possible. If you read one book and it ticks off all the prompts, well done. Excellent work. And if that book is a graphic novel and it's only 30 pages long, brilliant. Love that for you. Yes, Ali.
I have a question about the Instagram prompts, ma'am.
Go on.
So, can I retroactively do them because I can do nothing until after I move?
Yeah, if you want. Okay. If you want to post them all on one day, that's absolutely fine.
Just 31 pictures in one day. Great.
Just do it as like, you know, you can do like multiple. I don't know how many you can put max. I think it's probably like 10, but you can put like 10 images in like one post. Just do 31 of those.
That'll be really great for my already super non-consistent Instagram.
Can we talk about the fact that you couldn't consistently say inconsistent? And I have absolutely no right taking the piss out of you because Kieran has been rinsing me all day because every time I've gone to say something, I've stumbled over my words because I've either got really, really stressed or really, really excited. And either way, I'm just like, you know what I'm saying?
I do, because I do that on a daily basis. So
good. Lizzie looks like she's losing the will to live, so I'm just going to put this back.
No, I was just thinking that you made an Instagram challenge, so it means I have to restart my Instagram again, which I haven't posted on since June.
Yeah, but you hadn't posted a YouTube video in ages, and I made you do that as well.
True, and I've posted consistently for me.
You've posted, and you know what? That's better than most.
True.
Proud of you. Again, really low bar. I don't know if this is just like, it's not just a Gothtober thing. That's how I just see life. Because I will praise you for the lowest, smallest bit of effort. Proud of you.
Hannah, you'll praise me for not doing the things I'm supposed to do, which is really not a helpful trait. Just saying.
I don't know if it's some kind of trauma response that I just really like praising people and being like, you did a good job.
Even though I'm like, no, I
did
didn't,
job,
Hannah.
And that was right for you, you know? It's that. It's like, okay. To be fair though, Ali, you and I are very, very similar in that we will often bite off more than we can chew. So if you've decided to put something down, I'm really proud of you because that's not something I can do. I'm working on it. Right. Shall we sprint?
Sure.
Yeah. Should we get some reading done? If anyone's got any questions, by the way, feel free to drop them in the chat and I will try and go through them because, yeah, I don't think there's anything that's glaringly obvious that I haven't covered. But just in case you've got any questions about anything related to Gothtober, that is one of the reasons I'm here. So there you go. Right, I'm going to mute myself and press go. And Mozart's now decided to stand up, so I can't see anything. So just going to... No. How'd you do?
Good. I read 48 pages.
Wow, okay. Show off.
I mean, it's not the hardest thing to read now, is it?
No, it's quite an easy read, isn't it, really?
Like, it's not like a massive tome that's like adult. Carry on.
I managed 16 and then I had to feed a baby, so.
That's fair enough. Babies do need feeding.
Constantly. It never ends.
What else? I palmed the cat off onto Kieran, and he brought me a tea, which I think is the perfect kind of transaction, to be honest.
30 pages of Kingdom of Copper? That's like a high fantasy.
That's a power move right there.
Yeah. Damn.
Also, I don't know if you noticed, but we had a couple of trolls rock up. I think that means I've made it. I think that's what happens.
I really enjoyed the usernames.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw that people had been blocked and I was like, I missed something.
No, they were just shouting butt scratcher. So I was like, I can't be asked with that, so I just blocked them. Like, it gave you the option. You can either put them on a timeout or you can just block them. And I was just like, I don't think either of those people give a shit, so I'm just gonna cut the crap, you know? Excellent work. Lots of reading done. We'd love to see it. We're not actually tracking like pages for Gothtober. That's something else that I've designed for lazy people. But there are spreadsheets if you want to track your reading. So if you need the links, they're all in the Gothtober drive, which is in my announcement video. So if you need those, let me know, because that's where they are.
I've also, you'll be glad to know, the reason I turned my camera off was because I started a vlog for the first week of Gothtober.
Yeah, love that. Love that.
I should go to bed soon, though. I have to be up at like 7.
Yeah, it is 20 to 1, to be fair.
And I'm not tired. Explain that to me, Hannah.
Excitement. Gothtober has started. Spooky season is upon us.
It is indeed upon us.
You don't like you're going to say something, Ali?
What?
You don't like you're going to say something. You were like...
No, I don't. I'm confused by the weird noises coming from the outside. I don't know what my husband is doing.
I assumed that was a baby. I assumed
Oh, well, that is a baby right there.
I can't hear any other noises. All I can hear is baby.
It's probably a good thing that baby noises are happening because Danny's asleep right now. So if you hear any noises from mine, it's because Danny's sleeping.
Danny sure does make some interesting noises when she's asleep.
Yeah. But you're just going, huh, kid?
He's got a lot to say. See, Ali's made my life a lot easier by having 2 boys. So it doesn't matter which child is next to her chuntering away. I can just say he, and it counts for both of them.
What are you going to do if the next one's a girl?
I'll say they.
Fair.
Like a sensible bee. I will not assume the gender of whatever baby is making a noise.
I have a 2-year-old and a 6-month-old and pregnant again. So
she is pregnante.
Pregnanto.
It made me think of that. Who's that TikToker that makes like songs out of things he finds on Facebook? And like he did one where it was like a bunch of Reddit questions of like, how can I tell if I'm pregnant or whatever? But it's not how can I tell if I'm pregnant. It's am I pregnante and shit like that.
Yeah, the mispronouncing words. I love it. I love it. It's one of my favorite content, like TikTok content.
I really, really enjoy how many TikTokers just make random songs about things that I enjoy. Like, there's one TikToker that I really love his silly little songs because he did one about big breakfasts, and I was like, oh, here's the content I need.
I wish I could get off of whatever TikTok I'm on because it's just cursed. I'm on
It's just
cursed.
what?
Cursed. It's like
Oh.
straight up like I'm gonna end up watching a video and then you're just gonna get weird footage of me being murdered or something. Like it's like straight up cursed.
What's cursed about it?
Well, okay, the other day I came across a video that was just like, there's this game that my father taught me before he died, where you take and you have to have some kind of white powder and you spread it in a trail into the woods, and then your friends try to find you. And I'm like, cursed.
What have you been watching that the algorithm told you that was something you would enjoy?
And another one's like,
the algorithm is on one recently because I can't remember which. I know it was one of you, like one of your groups that I'm in as a group chat. I shared a video the other day where TikTok thought what I needed was a video about how men keep their chest hair soft, and it was like a how-to guide. And I was like, what about what I engage with makes you think I'm a man?
Yes, you sent that to us, but to be fair, my algorithm gets skewed because Danny and other people send me things. But most of the time, mine is just, the gays and books and D&D. That's basically... Oh, and cat videos.
Yeah. Mine is a lot of all of those things as well. And I also got a lot of how-to guides on how to deal with black hair and like braiding and things like that. And I don't know what I clicked on to get that, but I was just like, this is really interesting. Like, this is really interesting stuff. And I was like, I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad. But then the chest hair thing came and I was like, something's changed. One of these is not like the other. I'm more interested in how the hair is braided and taken care of than I am about chest hair. Can we go back? What do I need to click on to go back? Yeah, was not a fan. But agreed. Spooky vibes on TikTok.
Definitely agreed.
It'll be like normal random stuff, and then it's like a video where it's like, be careful on an escalator, and someone just goes up the escalator and gets like sucked into a pit of death, and I'm like, what?
I hate that. And I tell you what, if you mentioning it messes with my algorithm now, I'll be pissed.
Me too. I'm getting like all the nice autumnal, like, the filter where it changes everything orange. I'm like, oh, this is just so wholesome. And if I get escalator deaths,
it's just cursed. I'm on cursed TikTok. That's why I said if I suddenly am murdered in a mysterious way, look at my TikTok history. It's guaranteed to be there.
Yeah, Ali, we can't do that because to do that we have to fly across the sea and find where you live. That's cursed as well. just being able to rock up.
It'd be your dream gothic adventure, Hannah. You go across the sea for a spooky investigation. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I'm so excited to do some spooky content this year because last year I was so busy just trying to get through Gothtober that I didn't actually do a whole lot of like gothic content, whereas this year I've got quite a bit planned because this year I'm trying this new thing where I delegate. I don't know if either of you are familiar with the term, but it means not taking everything onto your own plate. I wasn't familiar with it until recently.
Well, I've ordered spooky Halloween clothes this year. When I say Halloween clothes, I will wear them all year round, but like they're supposed to be for Halloween. So like jumpers and stuff. So
I love that. So
I can make some spooky content.
I'll put myself loads of like Dark Academia clothes. I'm going to do a whole like lookbook of Dark Academia on plus size. I'm excited.
Okay, well, I'm too broke to buy clothes, but I'm going
You're literally moving house. I'm not going anywhere. I don't need to worry.
I was too broke to buy clothes before this. Clothes are just too expensive. I literally live in old t-shirts and ratty sweatpants. It's fine. But I am going to go to the Dollar Tree and get a bunch of like really crappy Halloween decorations to decorate my bookshelves with. So.
I love that.
Wow. We're getting our Halloween decorations. Yeah, just reminded me. Danny and I did a huge order from TK Maxx of like some really gaudy Halloween stuff. But but also a rug that I'm really excited that will never leave the house. Like, it will just be down forever. And that's arriving soon, and that reminded me, and I'm really, really excited for all the tax.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I want to do a whole, like, we've got 2 TK Maxx near me. We've got one that's in town that's kind of small, and then one in Ashford that's fucking enormous. And I really want to go to the Ashford one and really, like, bed in with their Halloween stuff. However, I don't want to go on my own because my bank account can't take it. And I don't think Kieran will come with me. Because honestly, I've been a lot. Today, just the first day, I've been a lot. I snapped at Kieran because the kitchen wasn't tidy because of a mess we both made. Doesn't affect my live show at all, but that's the excuse I used when I snapped and was just like, this house is a mess. And then I was like, I'm sorry. I'm just nervous about Gothtober. I know I've done everything I can do. I'm still nervous. And he was like, it's fine. I get it. And I was like, you're a really good person. Because if someone screamed at me like that, and then their excuse was an internet like hangout, I'd be pissed. So Kieran is a much nicer person than me. It's the only time I'll say it.
Kenny, you say it all the time.
He is a much nicer person than me. I don't think he understands what a good person he is. Like, and I'm a bitch, so like it balances out.
Well, I mean, if you find your way, you know, around Oxford Way, we also have TK Maxx, and I'm sure Danny and I would come with you.
There's so we've got about an hour and a half away from where I am. We've got like a massive like industrial site which has an IKEA and a HomeSense, and obviously HomeSense is the company that owns TK Maxx. And it, like, when I say it's a warehouse, it's a fucking warehouse of TK Maxx stuff. And the last time I went there, they had all their Easter stuff, and I was just like, this is a lot. And if they're doing that for Easter, just imagine how beautiful. Maybe. I mean, we're in a fuel crisis. I really shouldn't waste my petrol going up all the way to Lakeside. I kind of really want to now.
You know, ever since I saw, I think I was watching Gavin and Ali do their Goosebumps live, and Ali had a skeleton behind them. And ever since that, I now want a skeleton.
Yeah.
I don't think I can convince Danny because we don't have enough space as it is, but I want one.
Yeah, agreed.
Also, there's a skeleton shortage.
There's a skeleton.
I
really want one to go in like our front garden, because where we're on like a main road, people will just be driving past and it will just be like a kind of moment. And I love that.
Do you know those huge like skeletons that people were buying? Like the really, really
ones.
Yeah. They just went on sale at Home Depot finally, but they're already gone. People lined up at 6 a.m. to get, and it was you could only buy 2. There was a limit because there's a skeleton shortage, guys. There's not enough skeletons.
I love that. And I'm sorry, I want 10. You can't have 10, but I wanted to line them up. You can't have 10.
You can't.
I would love to have seen the conversation where someone went, "Can we just limit it to 1?" And there was someone saying, "No, you can't leave them lonely. You got to have limit of 2."
Lonely.
Like, they need to be a couple, you know.
Absolutely. Oh, I love that. My thought is, where are you going to store them for the rest of the year? Because they're like meant to go outside, right? So like, where do you put them when it's not spooky season? I mean, I would happily leave them outside all of the time, but they might rust. I don't, and then it wouldn't be a special. You know, it's like Christmas. You know, when you see like all the Christmas lights and stuff, I don't understand people that leave their Christmas lights on or like have them up all year and then just turn them on at Christmas, because that's not as exciting. I know where it is. I know what it looks like. I want to see something special. You know.
But if you had a 12-foot skeleton, would you not dress them up for like different seasons?
Like different things each month.
Would you not put like a Santa hat and a Santa beard when it's Christmas? I mean, and then would you not make it decent funny?
That beard's got to be like 3 foot wide to like fit the skeleton.
You just need a bit of like what's it called? The stuff that you put into toys and that. Just
I mean, to be fair, like when like we did like Santa's Grotto for the kids at school, you can buy like the fleecy snow stuff by the meter. So I could probably just make one. Speaking of
Exactly.
which, the live stream 9th is going to be arts and crafts. And the thing that I was going to make, I don't think I'm going to make because it would just be. I was going to make like gothic pumpkins, like the plastic ones, which looked really cool when I saw like the Pinterest of them. But then I was like, all the stuff that it's made out of is cheap because it's like a cheap plastic pumpkin that you then like decorate with hot glue. And if you get black hot glue, it comes out all spooky and stuff, and it looks really cool. And I was like, but once it's done, I'll never use it. Like, I just won't ever use it. So I think what I'm going to do instead is do a spooky t-shirt design, because I made myself a Frankenstein t-shirt when I was at uni, and I can't find it now. So I'm like, right, I need to make another one. That's my plan.
I'm going to make perler bead stuff in Gothtober theme because that's the only craft stuff that I know where it is.
Fair enough.
You've seen my art. I think I just like.
Yes, I have. Yeah. Ali, did you catch the Taskmaster that we did, where Lizzie did the best drawing of a flag I've ever seen?
I mean, is it as good as my drawings for that Pictionary-esque live show?
I would say they're on par.
But I actually had, because Pictionary, you would have a time limit, I'm guessing.
Well, so basically, for one of the Hullabaloo tasks, we decided we would do it live. Ali had to do her best at recreating front covers so that we could guess what the books were.
My best was questionable.
Very questionable. There were a couple of times when we put the image up next to what the cover looked like, and it just didn't make any sense to us. And to be fair, there were a couple of times where Ali had drawn the American cover, and the rest of us are British, so we didn't have a clue what was going on. It was like, I don't know what that is.
My point is, though, I had time. I had time with the Taskmaster. I just didn't take it. I was like, that's good enough, right? And then I saw Kelly from Velvet Library. When I saw her drawing, my stomach just dropped from my body.
Your face. You were like watching it, you were having a good time, and you just kind of went. It's so good. Although to be fair, it wasn't as bad. There was another one. I can't remember what it was. There was one that you were watching, and you just suddenly went. And it just made me so happy to see you so uncomfortable.
But I made me uncomfortable because I was like, it was like, because everyone else has put in like 1,000 times like so much effort into it, and I've just gone, that will do. Like, you know, when you think it's like, I've got all these tasks to do, so I'm just gonna do them. I wasn't expecting what Kelly did, and I was like, oh wow, I shouldn't be here.
So what it boils down to is some people made an effort, some people didn't.
It's even worse because I won.
You made an effort with other times. Thing is, though, to be fair, I think you probably did the right thing, because our Taskmaster was Emma from Drinking by My Shelf, and she's not seen Lord of the Rings or read Lord of the Rings, so she didn't get your reference anyway. So imagine if you had spent hours designing this incredible flag, and it looked amazing, and then she was like, I don't know what that is.
But I also know my limits, so I know what I can do. And if I put hours in, you know what? It probably would have still ended up pretty much the same. Just with more colour.
Yeah. I still think my favourite moment for the whole thing was when, I mean, other than the fact that Danny told me to fuck off several times, like in the video, was when I got up to get a Court of Mist and Fury and you went, fuck you.
I could have killed you. I could have killed you.
Yeah.
But then what made me laugh is I accidentally did quite well.
Yeah, you did, by sheer fluke. But yes. Okay, it's 1 o'clock. Did you want to do another sprint?
I am going to go to bed because I have to be awake and working at 8:30, so I should probably sleep.
Yeah, good shout.
But thank you. I like to gate crash, so
You were invited, so
I know,
doesn't really count.
I know. But
I
like
was not.
No, Ali wasn't invited. I intentionally didn't put Ali on either team because I knew that Ali was preggers and moving and was like, hey, let's not add more stress by making Ali turn up to things. And then Ali was like, I'm having my soup. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Yeah, it did crack me up when you're like, oh, I will join. I don't have a life. And I'm like, Ali, you're moving house?
Yeah, but I can't do anything right now. It's like 7 p.m. My husband's in the garage. I got the kids.
Okay, I'm going to
He
go.
also has to sleep because he has work. So good night, Jamie.
Good night, everybody. I will see you all again.
Again.
That wasn't creepy.
I knew she was going to do that. I didn't touch that. That was purely Lizzie just being like, and she's gone.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, let's put this back up then. Let's see if I can get more than 19 pages read this time. To be fair, last time I did get a little distracted. There were shenanigans with the cat going on, and I had tea brought to me.
What are you reading? I forgot already. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yep.
I love that. Goblin brain enabled. I don't know why I felt the need to say it like Alexa, but there we go. Goblin brain enabled.
Do you know if you tell Alexa to shut the fuck up, she shuts the fuck up?
Why would you need to be aggressive to an Alexa?
Because she randomly started saying something the other day for no reason, and so I was just like, Alexa, shut the fuck up, and she just went dead quiet. Literally didn't even say, oh, okay, just nothing. Just dead silence.
Yeah, okay. I mean, to be fair, it's really frustrating. So, like, I'll be on Zoom with, like, Lizzie and Danny relies on her Alexa for everything. So she'll be like, Alexa, time this, whatever. And then my Alexa will pipe up like, yes. I'm like, not you.
We should be able to custom name them.
Yeah. I think you can, actually. I think there is a way of changing what they respond to. And I think you can also train them to recognize your voice over someone else's.
Hell if I know. I just got mine for, like, basically free, and it sits there.
I think the creepiest thing about Alexa is that when you've paired up with someone else's Alexa, you can just drop in and it doesn't notify them that you've dropped in and you can just hear what they're saying. Because my brother paired up his thing with his friend and his friend obviously didn't realise that the Alexas had called each other because Will was sat with his missus having dinner and all of a sudden they could hear his friend and his missus having an argument.
Oh no!
Just hanging out, just having an argument. And then Will had to like text him and be like, your Alexa is recording you, by the way.
Oh, no, I don't like that.
Nope. Which is why my Alexa is in the office and not somewhere where I'm likely to have a row with someone.
My Alexa's not in a good spot then.
I'm not going to ask. I'm just going to mute myself and press play on a 20-minute sprint. Good luck, everyone. How'd you do?
Not well.
Oh, good.
That's okay. I got a few more pages read, but then I was seeing what the husband was doing because I hadn't heard from him in a while out there.
Fair enough. Well, I got 25 pages done.
Ooh.
And I can't believe, like, without, like, spoilers or anything, the first 2 chapters are like, this is high school and, like, high school rules. And then chapter 3 and 4 is like, oh, and by the way, we've killed someone.
Yeah.
And you're just like, these are 2 very different books I'm reading. You know? It's that kind of thing.
It's definitely a very jarring book for probably most of it.
Good. I'm enjoying it. It's just not what I expected at all. It is very, like, it's interesting to me that it's compared to Gossip Girl, because to me it's a lot more Pretty Little Liars with the whole aces thing and like gonna like out people and stuff. I guess that is kind of like Gossip Girl, but like I don't know, it seems more malicious than that.
Yeah, I definitely think it felt more like Pretty Little Liars, but like a better written Pretty Little Liars.
I never read it.
I never read it. I just saw the show, but
yeah, I quite liked the first season, and then I stopped watching it, watched other things instead, and then I obviously when it ended, I saw a spoiler for who A was, and I was like, no, I'm not even going to try and commit to that TV series because that is unacceptable.
Well, there's like 3 different people who were A.
Yeah.
Because it just keeps going after it ends.
But that's the same thing with Gossip Girl. When you find out who Gossip Girl really is, I was like, no. And I can literally give you examples of episodes where that's not physically possible, but okay.
Yeah, they don't make those shows really with the ending in mind.
They should.
Yeah, but they don't.
They should. They should know right from, like, and I get that it's one of those things where, like, oh, but the audience could work it out. Yeah. Because the audience isn't going to be stupid, but, like, I don't know. I just think it's a bit silly.
I think they just never expect a show to make it to an end, like any teen show. So they're just like, we're just going to make episodes that people think are fun. And they're like, oh, we got renewed? Shit.
Yeah, to be fair. They're like, oh, we expected to be cancelled before now. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Right, well, I think I'm going to head to bed. Because it's 1:30 in the morning. Fair. And I'm proud of myself for being awake this long.
Fair.
But the next live is Saturday. It's 4:30 British summertime. And it's the scavenger hunt. So you have your book stacks ready to go and like find your books, because the scavenger hunt is also going to be a giveaway.
Great.
And I can tell you two of the books that we're going to be giving away. I'm just dropping stuff down. We've got signed copies of If We Were Villains to give away.
Ooh, that's pretty.
And we've got hardbacks of Blackwater Sister. And surprise, surprise, this was picked by Tish. This was picked by Olivia. And I have to decide whether I want to pick Catherine House or The Murder of Graham Catton.
Hannah, we all know what you want to pick.
I know.
I will not be entering the giveaway because my books will be in boxes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all right. It's all good.
Yes. So for anyone who wants, we've got 3 lots of hardbacks to give away. So it's not going to cost you anything. You've just got to have books for the scavenger hunt. Yay! So it has been lovely. Thank you so much to everyone for sticking around. I had a lot of fun. This was a lot less stressful than it was last year. Just me hanging out.
That's good.
Talking to the 4 people on the internet. That was fun. But yes, no, I really, really enjoyed it. So thank you everyone for joining, and I will see you all very soon.